as we get set for the semis.
On this side, where obviously we have a lot of 1 and 4 seeds, we're going to see a little bit more of a mismatch than maybe we would see in other matches. But I'd like to see how Virginia Tech comes out. They have 6 top seeds. Are they going to come out flat? Because this is the first round we're seeing them, right? For the most part. Are they going to come out flat or are they going to come out on fire? This is a big indication of how things have gone for them since the transition from their coach. Beautiful throw. Out of bounds, but beautiful.
6 top seeds for the Virginia Tech Hokies, as Tim mentioned, and the first one up is Joey Dance at 125. Dance matched up against L.J. Bentley of Pitt. Bentley was a 4-2 winner earlier today, and it is Dance who comes around and gets the early 2.
So 2 things we saw that we've been talking about all day is Bentley's low shot with his head down and the way that Dance was able to capitalize. Saw some back points there as well. He capitalized by going to the side that Bentley was reaching with. He was overextended on his right-hand side, so that's the side that Dance attacked. He didn't attack it over top. He grabbed the armpit, extended, and circled around. That looks like they're trying to decide how many back points.
Well, I think there's a clock issue as well. If you look up, the clock still shows 3 minutes, so they have an issue sorting some things out here as far as time. And Dance gets 2, plus he should get the 4 near fall, so that should push it up to a 6-0 lead, and now they're going to have to determine how much time went off that clock in the first period. So as they sort that out, here's the semifinals at 125. Dance and Bentley over on Mat 2 that you can view on ACC Network Extra. It's Sean Faust and Jack Mueller. North Carolina State meets Virginia in the other semi. Again, 2 mat viewing all day long here from Raleigh on ACC Network Extra. If you want to click on Mat 2, that's all you have to do. You can follow along with your favorite wrestler, your favorite team, as we bring you every move of every match at this year's ACC Championship. The conversation continues as far as how much time they should settle on. Referees continue to sort that out. A good one as Faust has went up 4-3 on the talented youngster from Virginia. Looks like that's a first period score as we do a little audio, a little radio for those folks that can't see Mat 2, but right now it's a 4-4 match in the first period. All right, we've settled in on 2:24 to go in this first period. The 4 near fall points awarded to Joey Dance. Bentley gets the escape, so it's 6-1, and we're back to square here. Dance is one of 7 Hokies who entered this weekend ranked number 3 in the country, and he's showing everybody why. Another 2 for Dance.
Great transitions. And again, this is the kind of wrestling you want to see. Someone's flowing into and out of shots. Bentley getting a little bit frustrated.
8-2 lead. Dance in control here in this first period. Inside 2 minutes to go. Dance looking to become a 3-time ACC champion, and Bentley's able to sneak around and get 2.
That's a really nice transition as well.
Immediately jumps in on a leg.
This might be why we didn't see Atkins take bottom.
Saw that leg go automatically in by Bentley, and he's going to have an opportunity. When you look to pull off an upset, Bentley knew coming in he had to get in this top position, and now the question becomes, can he turn Dance?
Yeah, can he convert? If he doesn't give up that cheap back points, and I know that's a big if, but if he doesn't give up that cheap tilt, it's a tie score match.
Dance in a sit-out. And Dance is able to get free.
Virginia Tech wrestles really well from that short sit situation. Say that 3 times fast. Being able to push back on that phase is one of the core components of being able to release your hips and turn them and face your opponent.
Dance is looking to become a 3-time ACC champion. Nothing new for Virginia Tech. They've had their share of 3-time champs. Gerard Garnett, Jesse Dong, Devin Carter, Nick Bracetta. Just to name a few through the years for that wrestling program. And Dance from Christiansburg, which has been a pipeline to Blacksburg in recent years. They provided some talent, and he has Now in his final go-around for the Hokies, hoping to make some noise in St. Louis this year. First things first and try to win another ACC title.
It's interesting to see him lose control of the center of the mat. He was getting pushed around there a little bit by Bentley. I'd like to see him kind of, that spark that he came out with at the very beginning, I'd like to see that kind of continue for him. He had a low single. And it's like when you get a long guy like Bentley, you just got to make sure you quick and big finishes.
Dance gets two more right at the end of the first period, just a second to go, and it's 11-4 Joey Dance. So he has unleashed an 11-point barrage in the opening 3 minutes.
Not bad for the opening match.
Well, another thing to consider, and this is the format for years, but you have these top two seeds in each weight class who get the luxury of kind of waiting around anxiously, I'm sure, to see who they're going to be wrestling in the semis. And then you have these other guys coming off a tough match, such as in the case with Bentley, who have to turn around, get it all back together mentally, and then take on some of the premier talent in the conference.
Right. And your coach is, a good coach is going to tell you both things are an advantage, right? Hey, you got a warm-up match in, or, hey, man, you got a little bit more energy than this guy. He just wrestled.
Quick escape for Dan, so he leads 12-4. Bentley not having the type of success on top he was hoping. Joey Dance.
Yeah, Dance is so compact and able to move well on his hips. His short sit situations, his short sit is very nice.
Dance was a 2014 All-American. He hit the scene in a big way. It's the ACC Freshman of the Year. All-American in 2014, but Tim, he's coming off, I think in his standards, two somewhat disappointing NCAA appearances.
Yeah,
he's went 3-4 over the last 2 years. He's a guy that come day 3, if he's not wrestling for a national title, he should be in that top 8.
He needs to be in that top 8. He's one of the best wrestlers in the country. He has been for a long time, and I think that it would be somewhat disappointing if we didn't see him high on the podium this year.
He was 4th back in 2014. His All-American run lost to Megan Ludis of Penn State in the 3rd place bout. He, at the time, became Virginia Tech's first true freshman All-American. He's freshman of the year in the conference, as I talked about. He's had no trouble in the ACCs. He's been a perfect 5-0 in duels the last 3 years. It's just when he's hit that national stage in his sophomore and junior campaigns. But you see some of his speed, some of his technique.
His technique is really, truly beautiful. The way he's able to connect his moves and always stay on the offensive. Even coming out of a defensive posture where he has to get a sprawl, he immediately is trying to score. He's immediately offensive.
So the offensive production has slowed a little bit, but that's okay for Joey Dance. A comfortable lead, 14-4. So they start the 3rd period, and it will be Bentley who begins the period down. Bentley defeated Thayer Atkins of Duke in sudden victory earlier today, 4-2, to earn dubious task of trying to slow down Joey Dance here in the semifinals.
Good grief, huh? This guy's quick as a hiccup, as they say.
Bentley was a qualifier last year, an NCAA qualifier, 4th place finish at this ACC championship. 3-time state qualifier at the Twinsburg, Ohio, St. Edward, but he's rolled over. And a 2 count will give 2 more to Joey Dance.
We talked about it earlier. You got to talk about it again, getting those bonus points. Technical foul earns another half a point, something they could really use.
And I guarantee you the large contingency of red and white for NC State and the solid following from Blacksburg are watching these 2 mats as they will be side by side all afternoon. Right now, Mueller is tied with NC State at 7 apiece in the 3rd period over in mat 2.
Yeah, there's some sort of delay based on a questionable takedown.
If Dance can get a count, he could be getting close to that Tech Fall territory. He has the riding time point. But he's going to need to turn Bentley one more time to get that 1.5 added on to go along with the advancement points for Virginia Tech. 38 seconds to go, third period. All Joey Dance for the Hokies.
Yeah, he's really going to have to try his last 30 seconds to see if that claw tilt will work again. I mean, he's already racked up 6 points. Looks like he'll be going for a few more here at the end.
Into a brief tripod is Bentley. Dance circling around, trying to get the leverage, cannot. Running out of time, 7 seconds to go. Down to 5, and the 2 go out of bounds. One more start in the center, which is 5 seconds. And Joey Dance looking at a major decision right now. So Joey Dance of Virginia Tech has put himself in position to claim a third ACC title.
Yeah,
and it might be a shocker at who he's going to be facing. The 2 seed Jack Mueller of Virginia in some trouble. Sean Faust of NC State with the lead, and he has Mueller in a precarious spot.
Yeah, Joey Dance was on fire